If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this first lecture of this new series, that is where we are trying to solve GATE previous year questions of electrical and electronic measurements. So today we will be solving 5 questions starting from question number 1 to up to question number 5. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. Okay student, the question number 1, a precise measurement guarantees accuracy of the measured quantity. So there are two things, one is precision, one is precise means precision, and one is accuracy. So what are the difference? Are they same? No, they are not same, they are difference. Precision means it is closeness to your measurement, that is your reproducibility, means every time you are measuring and you are getting the same value, that is how close to measured value. Means first you measured, it is coming 10, next time also it is coming 10 ampere, next time also it is coming 10 ampere, that is the closeness, close to measured value, or you can say reproducibility. It will produce the same result every time. Whereas accuracy is close to accurate value or accepted value or the known value. Suppose you know the current is here 12 ampere, so it should come 12 ampere, not 10 ampere. Here every time it is coming 10 ampere, 10 ampere. So it is precise, precision is very high because you are getting every time 10 ampere, same value, but it is not close to your accepted value or accurate value or known value. So accuracy close to your known value. So that is the difference. Here also every time you will get the same value, but here it will be close to your known value or accepted value or the true value. And here it is close to its measured value. So that is the difference. So precise measurement guarantees accuracy of measured quantity, so it will be false. No, because precise will give me this guarantee, not this one. So this small difference in definitions of measurements is very important. You take care of all these things. Next, 4 emitters M1, M2, M3, M4 has the following specifications available. M1 type they have given, whatever type, full scale if given, and accuracy is given on full scale. You see, whenever you see accuracy, you see this percentage is given on what? FS means full scale. It can be given on reading also, it can be given on full scale also, it can be given on half scale, whatever. So that is important, because if you given in percentage, you should know the base, on what base this percentage is given. A current of 1 ampere is to be measured. To obtain the minimum error in the reading, one should select a meter. For 1 ampere, because all our full scale reading are greater than or equal to 1, so you can take any reading, any meter. Suppose it has been 0.5 ampere maximum, so with 0.5 ampere you cannot measure 1 ampere. So in that case that would have been cancelled. But all can measure 1 ampere. You can see, forget about accuracy now. This can measure 20, this 10, this 5, this up to 1. So why you want to measure 1 ampere, so you should select any one of these. So how you will select which one? Because you will select which one is more accurate, where error is very less. So if you calculate M1, what is M1? It is 0.1% of 20. So 20 into 0.1%. So how much it will be? 0.02. Similarly, M2 is 0.2% of 10. 0.2% of full scale. Full scale is 10. So 10 into 0.2 by 100. So this is again 0.02. So M3 is equal to 0.5% or 0.5 by 100 into full scale is here 5. So 0.025. M4 it is 1% of full scale is 1. That is 0.01. So which one is the smallest? Obviously last one, M4. So you will select M4. M4 has been selected because its error is very less, because it is 0.01. Plus minus this much ampere will be there. Here this much ampere. It is in ampere, not in percentage now, because you have calculated absolute value. A current of this is measured with the thermocouple type 5 ampere full scale class 1 meter. The meter rating should be in the range of. Now all these type of meters, there are different types of meters. If you write it to PMMC, then MI, then induction type. So all these types of meters are available. PMMC, MI, induction, thermocouple, hot wire, electrodynamic, dynamo type, electrostatic type, rectifier set. So you remember these two only mainly. PMMC is for DC mainly, and induction is for AC. All other things can measure AC-DC both. So all other can measure AC-DC both. Only these two. This is only for AC, and this is for DC only. So you can remember it in this way. MC means moving coil. Moving coil means in which machine coil moves, that is in DC machine. that is your armature moves. So you remember in that way, that's why DC only. And induction means you can remember induction motor, that is AC. So you can remember it in that way. These two are fixed only for DC AC, rest others is for both. So here it is thermocouple, so it will measure both AC and DC. So what it will measure, if you give DC, this is a obviously AC signal, it is changing with time. So AC doesn't mean it should be sinusoidal, it can be anything. So it is changing with time. If it changes with time, then it is AC alternating. So what current you will get RMS value for AC. So what is the RMS value of this signal? You know, this one we have studied in circuits. So it is 2 square, and then because DC value RMS is same, for AC this RMS is 2 root 2 by root 2. It is 2 root 2 by root 2 whole square. So ultimately 2 2s are 4, 4, 4, 8 plus 1, 3 ampere. So it will measure 3 ampere. So obviously you can see option A. But let us also calculate what is the meaning of class 1 meter. Class 1 meter means the error is 1% of the full scale reading. So error is here is 1% of 5 ampere, that is 0.05 ampere. So if it is written 3 ampere plus minus this much, that means this percentage is based on 3. So my current is 3 plus minus 0.05 ampere. This is the reading. This is the things that I am getting. But I have to express it in terms of this is absolute value, 3 plus minus 0.05. But this I have to express it in terms of percentage. Base is 3 ampere. On the basis of 3 ampere I have to explain. So that's why I have to convert it into 3 ampere base into 100. So if you do, you will get it. So this is your answer. That is option C. A resistance R1, R2 respectively, R1 have to have respectively nominal values of 10 and 5 ampere. Tolerance of 5%, 10% are given. The range of value for which the parallel combination of R1, R4 is R1, R2 is the range of values of parallel combination R1 and R2. So if you go for parallel combination, that is R equivalent, suppose. So for parallel it will be R1, R2 by R1 plus R2. So let me calculate the absolute value. That means error I will calculate later. So it is 10, it is 5. So normally it should give me 10 plus into 5 by 10 plus 5, that is 3.33. Now to calculate, because it is changing, this also can change, this also can change, R1, R2 can change. To get the feeling of changing, so you have to differentiate it. For differentiating, let us take logarithm both sides, because we take log, then we take differentiation. So it becomes easy for us to differentiate this. So it will be log R1 plus log R2 plus minus log R1 plus R2. Now suppose I am differentiating with respect to t or whatever, then both sides. So what we will get, I am writing that differentiation, suppose d dt. So dt I am cancelling out from both sides. So let us write the differentiation. What will be the differentiation of log 1 by R equivalent, and this will be differentiation of then R equivalent with respect to time. Suppose I am not writing time because everywhere I am cancelling that one. I just want to find the change in R equivalent, that's it. So here it will be 1 by R1 dR1, 1 by R2 dR2. dR2 is the absolute change, these are absolute change, minus dR1 plus dR2 divided by R1 plus R2. Now because these changes are plus minus, they can go both sides, so I have to put plus minus these absolute values. So it will be plus minus dR1 by R1, then it is plus minus dR2 by R2, then it is minus plus minus dR1 plus dR2 divided by R1 plus R2. So normally what you will do, we will see in one example. I think in the next example itself we will see. But here also I will give you some idea about it. dR1 plus dR2. Normally what we do, we will take all positive. Suppose had it been something of this one, suppose z equal to x by y. So your log z would have been log x minus log y. So if you differentiate it, it would have been dz by z is equal to dx by x minus dy by y. So here both can change, plus minus. So worst case something can happen that x is changing plus, y can change minus also, because these two are separate quantity. So in that case you can see it is not that both will be plus same time, both will be minus same time. It can give you plus 5 error, it can give you minus 5 error at the same time, because these two are different quantity. Okay, so in that because you have to see extreme case, extreme z, how much plus it can change, how much minus it can. So you have to take care of extreme. So for extreme will happen when both is positive. So in that case, that's why when you do plus minus, you will see that we add these two, because it is extreme case. Because it is positive, it can be negative also. So in that case, extreme, because we are dealing about the extreme case, we want to find how far error can be in plus side, how far error can be in the minus side. Minus side, it will be far, it is negative, and it is positive. Then both these will be added. So that's why it is addition is there. Even if there is a minus also, we put a plus. But here we are not putting it. Why? Because here you see this is not different quantity. This is the same quantity. If these and these are positive, then this has to be positive. Here it was different, x is different, y is different. If x is positive, y can be negative. But here if it is positive, dr1, dr2, change in this. So this has to be positive because it is it is the same thing only. So this sign will not change, because in extreme cases this will not change now. Because it is same thing. If this is positive, this is also positive. So it will remain minus. But here if it is positive, it can be negative. So this negative can make it positive. So that is the idea. So what is, let us put this value. So what is dr1 by r1? dr1 by r1 is the error that you are getting. So what is the error they have given? They have given plus minus 5%, plus minus 10%. So because it is on the base, this by this means you are getting directly plus minus 5% of 10%. Because it is not given on full scale, so you take 5 plus minus 5% on the basis of 10, plus minus 10% on the basis of 5. So you can put dr1, dr2, all these values. What is dr1? What is dr equivalent? Everything dr equivalent that we need to find. R equivalent is this one, 3.33. So let us calculate dr1. dr1 is equal to 5% of 10. What is 5% of 10? That is 0.5. That is 5 by 100 into 10. That is 0.5. What is dr2? dr2 is 10% of 5. So this is also 0.5. So if you put it there, so you will get dr equivalent equal to R equivalent plus minus R equivalent is 3.33. Or let us calculate dr by R equivalent. In terms of percentage it will come, or dr by R, then we will multiply, okay, whatever. So this is plus minus. What is dr1 is equal to 0.5 by what is r1? r1 is 10. What is this is 0.5 by what is r2? r2 was 5 minus 0.5 plus 0.5 by r1 plus r2, 50. So if you do this one, so you will get it 0.08333, this much. Okay, so that means your dr equivalent can go plus minus this into this. So plus minus this into this is multiplied by 3.33, that is 0.2775. So your answer can be 3.33 plus this or 3.33 minus this. So your dr equivalent can lie between what is the minimum value, what is maximum value. If you do it plus 3.6075, if you do minus 3.0525. So this is the range through which R1 and R2 can, this R equivalent can vary. So if you see this one, the closest to this is option is A. So that's why option A is the answer. The rest are very, very far. So the closest values are this. The range of values for which the parallel combination. So the closest is A. So you choose the closest, because exact you are not getting it. But by far this is A is the closest. So we will choose that one. A variable W is related to 3 other variables in this way. Same type of question like this one. The variables are measured with the meters of accuracy. This much. You can see this is 5% of reading. This is 1% of full scale. Everything is different. For the first one, and this is 1.5% of reading. So these are different. So this is X, the first one, then second one is Y, then third one is Z. The actual reading of the 3 meters are 80, 20 and 50, with 100 being the full scale value for all three. The maximum limiting error measurement of W will be. So you can see W is equal to X by Y by Z. So what we will do again for finding the error in W, so we will differentiate it. Before differentiating, we will take log both sides. So it is log X plus log Y minus log Z. So if you take differentiation, it is dW by W, it is dx by x, it is dy by y, and then it is dz by z. While we will put plus minus, then what we will do, we have just mentioned you dx by x plus dy by y, because we are taking extreme case, it is dz by z. Because extreme case, it can be both are plus, it can be minus. So this will be added. That is the extreme far it can go. So you have to put all these things. du by w, because you need in percentage itself, so no need to multiply with w. Because if you multiply with W, that will give you this much. So in terms of percentage, you just multiply by 100, that will give you the percentage error. Okay. So you have to calculate dx all these values. So what will be dx? So dx is equal to, that is change in error is 0.5% of reading. So x reading was 80, so 0.5% of 80, 0.4. What is y? Y is equal to 1% of full scale reading. Full scale reading is 100. You can see 1% of full scale. So it is 1. That is dy. What is dz? Dz is error is 1.5% of the reading. So one reading is 50. So it is 0.75. So put all these things there. So it will be plus minus 0.4 divided by what is your x? X is your reading. What is reading? We are getting 80. Y is 1 by reading is 20 and Z is 0.75 divided by reading is 50. So if you club all these things, you will get plus minus 7%. That is plus minus, it will get actually 0.07. So in terms of percentage, because it is dW by W, so what is error in dW by W in terms of percentage, it will be plus minus 7% of the reading. Because you are taking on the base W, W is the reading. W is not full scale reading, so 7% of the reading. That is your option D. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.